didn't really intend for this, but I decided to do a Thanksgiving live stream. And the reason why I decided to do a Thanksgiving live stream is because I feel like it's important to put myself out there and grant the 4D concept of Thanksgiving a 3D vessel. I know a lot of people are already doing it. Like I saw on Twitter, a lot of people are, what's it called? They're using the hashtag Thanksgiving, crap like that, or happy Thanksgiving. Everyone's talking about what they're thankful for, so I might as well talk about what for. I am thankful for my family. I am thankful for the roof over our heads. I'm happy, or I am thankful for the food that we can eat, food that we can prepare, the house that we're at right now, everyone making the food together. It's a beautiful thing. Like, it's family, and I'm thankful for this family. I myself lost my family, which doesn't really matter now that I think about it, because family is not what you're born with. I mean, you can believe it is if you want to, but reality is what you choose to make of it. Reality is what you choose to perceive. So I choose to perceive that I can make my own family. Since it's a live stream, I can't really pause it. So I guess, is it working now? So if you are in a constant state of negative, perpetual state of desire, you won't be thankful for the things that you have, and so you'll be constantly wanting. But if you take the time to stop and just give thanks, the universe is more likely to give you things because you are thankful for the blessings that have already appeared in your life, so now you are ready for more blessings to appear. Man, I really am just thankful for this whole existence. It's a beautiful thing. Like, we're all living in this together, and most people just don't understand how beautiful this shit is. It's funny because I'm just basically talking to myself right now, but who cares, dude? Someday, someone is gonna watch this video, and maybe it'll be next Thanksgiving, maybe it'll be in a couple days, maybe it'll be during Christmas, because my wife told me that apparently Mr. President Brandon is attempting to make it so that cargo ship people and truck drivers have to get the vaccine, and that is going to manifest the shipping disaster that they've been talking about. It sucks, man. But if we don't grant power to that reality, then I guess that we should be good technically. But now that my wife put that in the back of my mind, Hey, what's up, Infinite Corridors? I'm just trying to talk about Thanksgiving and why we should give thanks. Did you happen to find this channel through the meme videos or through the spiritual stuff? I just hope that everybody just accepts today for what it is. I hope nobody fights. Nice. I hope you hit that 5D conglomeration, man. You just got to figure out which 4D concepts rule your life, which 4D concepts rule your 3D reality. Once you surpass them, you're free to do whatever you want. It's scary at first, but it can be fulfilling if you find your calling. I don't know how else better, or I don't know a better way to explain it. I guess an example I can give is that lately I've been writing a book. And this book idea, oh, my family has been saying that I should write a book for a while, but I never knew how the ideas worked. But now that I'm more accepting of the thoughts that are being implanted from up above, I freaking have a story that I've been writing for the past 5 days, and it's already like 7 chapters in, but I already see the end of the story. So if you could find a concept like that, you could do something with it, like make a book, write music, make YouTube videos. You just gotta pick and choose your concepts wisely. Mm, nice. So yeah, the resonance game is basically, how do I explain it? So darkness wants you to perceive negativity so that you vibrate down into negative realities. So say you are always angry and always sad and you're always perceiving that negativity rather than being grateful, you start shifting down slowly but surely. Like I myself, it didn't start off with anger. It started off with stealing. And then after I stole my first item, I was convinced to lie to save my ass. So I lied, sending me down even faster than just giving in to negative thoughts like anger or sadness. Since I was actually committing sins, that's what opened me up to all the other negative emotions out there. And that's when I started going down and down and down. But if you can figure it out, if you can stop latching onto those negative thoughts, you can rise up. Like, so whenever a negative thought comes in, like, I myself got fired from Walmart 4 years ago. At first, I was really scared because I had a family, but I had faith that it all happened for a reason. And because I had faith, we were somehow provided for. Like, I would get little jobs here and there that somehow managed to provide for us for those months. And then I realized, like, wait, I had to get fired from Walmart. It was such a negative atmosphere. Everybody was so negative. They were all gossiping and they were all trying to drag each other down. So that was really not an atmosphere that I resonated with. So since I was fired, I could have resonated with the negative thoughts and went down realities, but I decided to be positive, which made me rise up realities. So that is a shorthand way of explaining the resonance game, if that makes sense for you. Miracle, what are you doing? Yes. And it's crazy because people don't understand that it's a choice that they themselves have to make. They believe all this outside stimuli is what they have to perceive, but I believe that we are getting to a point that people are starting to understand that they can control their perspectives. Like, I know media is trying to convince us that everyone hates each other and everyone's against each other, but I am experiencing something else in my subjective reality. It feels like everybody loves each other and everybody respects each other. Ooh, it's a miracle. Miracle, how are you? I have heard of phase shifting, but my experience of it is different than what you explained. I'm not sure how to open the chats right now. There we go. So you say it is generating another sensory data stream in meditation, and when you master the data stream, oh, you think it's an inner world? Oh my god, that would make sense if it's an inner world, actually. Oh no. But if it's an inner world, would you consider this world itself to be the inner world? Nice. Huh. So, by inner world, do you mean like when you are trying to astral project, you go into the mind instead of using your soul to leave your body? Because if that's what you mean, I just call that consciousness astral projecting. But my version of phase shifting would be what I now call resonance. But your definition of phase shifting was very interesting. I just want to know what you think the inner world is. I'm gonna see this again. Going into these other worlds. Focus 2. Secondary focal point of consciousness within our imagination. Huh. Yes, that actually does resonate with me. I'm trying to figure out how I can explain it. Like, I made a video a while back when I found my initial consciousness, and I found myself in a well of consciousness. And it was indeed a non-physical world. I'm trying to just read the rest of yours, other than this one here. Yeah, so they were definitely autonomous. Like, if you know who Terence McKenna is, I actually met him outside within that well of consciousness. And I'm not sure if that's what you were talking about. I wonder if I could screen cap that. Nice. Yeah, I might check that out. It'd be interesting to see. Well, actually, yeah, I have noticed that a lot of people have experienced what I am now experiencing. They just called it different things. Like, we all have a different mental dictionary. And I am now finding that when I am receiving these information now compared to back then, it's now resonating with me in a different way than it used to, because I now understand what they were talking about. We just have different mental dictionaries. So if the third focal point is astral projection, what would be the second focal point to you? Ah, okay. So if it's a mentally generated world, are you able to perceive things, like actually see them and hear the things around you? Or is it all thoughts? Because for me, it's all thoughts. And would you call this mentally generated world sort of like a lucid dream? Ah, okay. So I was getting you a bit. Huh. But I have come to understand that during the second focal point, there are two stages of dream. There is the subjective dream state where you need to figure out your personal problems, and then there is the shared dream state where you're able to interact with other people that are currently sleeping. This is because your dream state would then be your consciousness's realm, much like how our reality is a dream to consciousness. But I'm not sure if that would be the same thing you're talking about. That's just something I've experienced. Like, I wasn't able to leave the subjective dream state until I got rid of my demons. Once I got rid of those four in consciousness, I was able to enter a shared dream state where I was able to interact with other people. I don't really use it that often because I don't really have access to that dream state, but when I can remember it, it's so weird, like interacting with these people, because they're usually family members. And then when I talk to them the next day, they would be like, dude, I saw you in my dream. I was like, oh my God, I saw you too. uh, Etheric projection? Interesting. I've never heard of that. But then again, you said that that's something that you would refer to it as. Yeah, actually, that does make some sense. If that's an etherical realm, I guess it would be an etherical dream state. Hmm. Etherical projection. Huh. You got me wanting to try something tonight. Like, I've always been just trying to lay down and just get my body to numb. And I just focus on the frequencies in my head. But now you got me wanting to focus on the third eye instead. And then just focus on that and see if I can start seeing things. Maybe I'm just spiritually weak. Maybe that's why I can't see things. What the heck? Yeah, that makes sense. Hmm. Would it be the quality of the consciousness or the quality of the soul, though? Because when I was a younger kid, everything would be really vivid. But then as I grew up and lost my light, that's when my senses of the spiritual realm dissipated. My consciousness itself isn't technically me. I mean, your consciousness could be you, but I know for a fact that mine is not me. It's just me outside of time, but me here, I'm not that thing. It's just helping me while I'm down here to try and reach it so I can become it, if that makes sense to you. That sounds like the subconscious dream state. Hmm. Have you ever done it while awake meditating, or is it always like you get into the dream state while you're meditating? Because for me, I'm always like awake. I can still feel my body moving outside in the physical reality. It's just that my perception, my perspective is focused on my 4D self's perspective. Huh. I don't know what to say about that. It is also possible that they were. No, you knew for a fact that they weren't yours. You said that you were able to subconsciously feel that they were you. Huh, that really is confusing then. Huh. Maybe only certain entities are subjective while others are objective? Or, huh, I don't know. It's really curious. Because you yourself said that you can tell when they are your subconscious reflecting back at you. Huh. Oh, crap. Oh, shoot. I gotta dip. The family's here. I get that, but then you have to try and think, what is the ego? Because I came to learn that my ego is actually myself as soul. These 3D vessels are just ways for us to navigate moment to moment through the concept of time. At the same time, you have to ask yourself, what are you considering the ego? Is it those negative thoughts that are being implanted from an outside source, like lust and stuff like that, your hunger, greed? Because I don't believe that that's the ego. I believe that that's a foreign consciousness implanting thoughts into your mind in order to hope that you resonate with the thoughts that it's implanting so that you act out on the thoughts. But that's just my take on it. Of course. But I've got to go now. The family came. I hope you have a good one. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you.